upside-down staircase. This bridge bridge into a magical castle. My mom told me the Whitney Museum of American Art was built in 1929 and the neighborhood really needed it. They thought it was too modern.
Remember, we need to keep our eyes peeled for an early Sunday morning.
But it's Wednesday afternoon. The children enter the museum. They walk into a gallery under portraits, paintings, and drawings.
What do you think Mr. Verlano mean by an early Sunday morning?
Well, think of all the things we do on a Sunday. That gives us a hint. I watch cartoons with my little sister. She loves Dora and makes me watch it with her. Everyone looks for cartoons in the gallery. No cartoons! I bet that make pancakes. I'm in charge of cracking the eggs. Last time we only got 2 bits of eggshell. Everyone looks for pancakes in the gallery. No pancakes! This is leading us anywhere! There has to be an easier way! My mom always told me if something confuses me that I should ask someone who may know. The children spot an old man walking through the gallery.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where to find an early Sunday morning?
Well, why don't you wait until Sunday? Then you'll have an early Sunday morning.
He wasn't much help. Who else can we ask?
If only someone who works here suddenly show up.
Suddenly, a security guard walks into the gallery.
Look, a security guard!
The kids huddle up to decide who will ask the security guard a question. Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you know where I can find an early Sunday morning?
Sounds familiar. What floor have you been on?
Only this one. Is it on another floor?
Let me think. Sound like someone from the Hopper character. Go to the 4th floor.
Thanks. We have to go to the 4th floor. He mentioned something about a Hopper character.
Don't you remember in social studies last week we learned about Edward Hopper and did a bunch of paintings about city life in New York City in the 1920s and 30s.
The kids went to the elevator and entered. The elevator filled with children rise from the 4th floor and the children exit. Hey, is that the Empire State Building being built? The child points out a video projection of Manhattan. Oh, you've arrived finally. Now, children, this short film was done by Paul Stern and Charles Schiller in 1921. It was made as a love song to the New York City because the artist loved new skyscrapers and the promise of a more modern city. Okay, now, moving on. The children walk across the room to another gallery.
Wow, this room reminded me of school for some reason.
We saw a lot of these pictures last week in that smart word presentation Mr. Arizona gave. That photograph looks like a scene out of Manhattan. Yeah, those are businessmen walking around Wall Street in 1915. This statue looks like the top of the Chrysler Building. That painting looks like my grandma's town in Massachusetts. Remember, we need to look for early Sunday morning. Hey, look what I found. How is that early Sunday morning?
Well, if you look at the label, the title of the painting is Early Sunday Morning.
Don't you see? It looks like my neighborhood in Brooklyn. That's where would be a diner, and that's where would be a pharmacy, and that's where would be a clothing store. And what time is it? When am I supposed to meet the others? My stylist told me it's 1:30 p.m. Come on, we gotta run, otherwise you'll be late. The children run out of the gallery and meet their tour guide in the lobby. Did you find an early Sunday morning? Yeah, it was a painting titled Early Sunday Morning by the artist Edward Hopper.
And we also saw this film about New York City. It showed the Empire State Building being built. It was really cool.
Where's the next stop? I can't wait to see what's next.